Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be talking about the Tara Costigan case. Tara was born in 1986 in Australia. When she was about 7, her father committed suicide. Her mother had a lot of children to different fathers, and because of this she found it hard to cope with raising them all. So Tara's grandmother and her father's sister took Tara in and raised her, and they became like mother figures towards her. When Tara was only 16, she gave birth to her first son, Riley, and 2 years later, when she was 18, Tara gave birth to her second son, Drew. But despite her becoming a mother at a very young age, she was still a very dedicated and loving mother. She wanted the best for her kids. She didn't want them to grow up the way she was. I don't know much about the relationship between Tara and the father of her kids, but I know that they were in a relationship for a bit, but that ended and they both went their separate ways. In mid-2013, Tara met a man called Marcus Rappel, and they both really liked each other and they dated for a bit. Tara then decided to introduce him to her family, and they described him as oddly quiet and polite, but not like a scary quiet, he was just quiet. About a year since they met, Tara got pregnant, and Tara and Marcus thought that this was very positive news. They thought that it was a positive step in their relationship, and they were very just happy with the news. To help them, Tara's sister, Riley, she moved in with them. She didn't stay for very long, but while she was staying there, she said that they were always fighting and bickering, and one time she said that he was cracking his knuckles and saying that if she didn't stop talking, this is Tara, that's going to be the last thing she ever did. So Riley, Tara's sister, she was rightfully scared for her sister. Tara wasn't calling as much, she wasn't texting as much, she wasn't visiting them as much as she used to, and that is very, very unlike her. And as time progressed, Marcus became more violent and more angry. I think just weeks before Tara was supposed to give birth, she asked Marcus to leave the house, and he did. He ended up renting an apartment, but he still stayed in contact with both Tara and her family. On the 20th of February 2015, Tara called her aunt and asked her to drive her to the police station because she was going to take out a domestic violence order against Marcus. But get this, while she was filing the DVO, she went into labor, and that evening she actually gave birth to her and Marcus's kid. When Tara was in the hospital, Marcus visited twice, and the first time he got so angry and he left within 10 minutes. After a few days of her giving birth, Tara agreed to meet Marcus at a cafe. This didn't go very well. They both got very angry, especially Marcus, and it ended very suddenly. Tara then sent Marcus a text that said, "Stop harassing my family. I'm getting a DVO. This doesn't mean you can't see your daughter. You can see her in a controlled environment." On the 27th of February, Tara was able to get a DVO against Marcus. The order restrained Marcus from threatening Tara or her children and forbidding him from being on the premise where Tara lived and being within 100 meters from Tara or her children. Tara did this because she wanted to keep herself safe and her kids, and she only did it because she thought it was the best thing to do at the time. Around this time, Marcus had rekindled a relationship he had with an ex-girlfriend of his. He also had a daughter with her. I don't know her name, I don't think it's officially out, but she is referred to as KH, so that is what I'm going to be calling her in this video. Marcus was talking to KH one day, and the topic of getting his stuff back from Tara's home came up, and him and KH went to the police station because he had the DVO, so he wanted to get advice as to how best to go about that. He was asking the police how should he go get his stuff back, and they said that he needs to make an application to amend his order so that he can go to Tara's home once with police and collect his stuff. Marcus got very annoyed and frustrated, and he complained a lot about this, and he said that the only reason Tara had taken out the DVO was because he was with another woman. But again, they told him that he could not go to Tara's home without getting the order amended. He kept on saying that the system is a joke, and he left very angrily. When Marcus and KH were driving back, I think she was the one driving him, Marcus threw the DVO out the window. I don't know why he got angry. In the end of the day, there's rules you have to follow, and it might not be the best, but it is what it is. KH dropped Marcus at his car, and she could just tell that he was going to do something, and she kept on telling him not to text her or call her, and he said that he was going to go get his stuff back and that Tara was keeping his daughter away from him. Marcus then drove off from KH, and he took an axe and he smashed it into Tara's front door. Because of the noise, Tara, her sister Riley, and her sister's boyfriend Bryce, I think his name was, they all ran to the door to see where the noise was coming from, and they see Marcus, and he has an axe in his hand and he's screaming and he's coming through the door. Tara was holding their newborn daughter. She was only, I think, 8 days old at the time, and she saw Marcus coming towards them, so they all started running, and Marcus was chasing them. Marcus swung the axe twice, both times hitting Tara, and Tara fell to the floor, still holding her newborn child. Tara's sister's boyfriend, Riley, he was able to tackle Marcus and take him to another room, while Riley, she called emergency services. I heard some of the call, only a very small part of it, but it was so sad. Riley tried to stop the bleeding by using a towel on Tara, but the wounds only got worse, and then she realized that her sister was dying. As this was happening, Tara's two sons were watching it all unfold. Damn, I feel so bad for them. Imagine seeing your mom get murdered in front of your eyes, and they were only like 11 and 8 or 11 and 9, I'm not sure. Riley realized that her sister was dying, and she was telling her that her boys are fine and that they loved her and not to worry about them because she was going to look after them. She told her that they loved her, and it was a few seconds after that she mumbled something but Riley couldn't make it up. And it was probably not even a minute after that Tara Costigan took her last breath. When emergency services came, Marcus was taken into custody and Tara was declared dead at the scene. The last person to talk to Marcus before the attack was KH, so she was interviewed just to see kind of his state of mind before the attack. KH said that when they were in the police station, Marcus was talking to the police and reading the DVO, and the two of them were arguing because Marcus was trying to get back together with Tara, and because of this, KH broke up with him. And that's when Marcus drove away from KH, very, very angrily, and he went and bought an axe. CCTV footage does show that, and he drove around Tara's home for 45 minutes, until her brother left, and then he went in and attacked Tara. Marcus had a history of threatening women. He said that the next woman that got a DVO against him, he was gonna kill her. Marcus was sentenced to 32 years and he will not be eligible for parole until 2044. Tara's family set up a foundation to fund social workers for domestic violence victims. Tara's two sons are living with their father and her daughter is living with her aunt, I think. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think what's quite upsetting about this case is domestic abuse and violence is so common and is so normalized, and Tara was just trying her best. She got the DVO because she thought it was the best thing for her to do to keep herself safe and her kids, and it's sad that she got murdered because of that. And I mean, she had 3 kids and they're all gonna end up without a mother in their life. Tell me what you guys think down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and like, it will help me a lot, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!